Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Right, before we get into this one, real quick, if you hear any kind of alarms in the background, there's quite a few house alarms going off because there was a power cut for whatever reason. It's been down for about a half hour now, and they expect it to be down for about another hour. So hopefully all my stuff in the freezer doesn't defrost, all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, so if you can hear any kind of alarm in the background, that's the reason why. Now, when Deontay Wilder was about to fight Breazeale, so this is well over a year ago now, that he started talking about getting a body on his record. This is Deontay Wilder saying, I want to get a body on my record, I can legally kill someone, and blah, 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 this is a dangerous sport, etc., etc. Basically, his mouth keeps on moving before his brain gets engaged. This is what Wilder does. Now, when this happened, the WBC put out a statement saying that Deontay Wilder has apologised for it and he won't do it again, all that kind of thing. It was a complete lie. Okay, WBC were just protecting him, we know that. And the reason that we know that is because he has continuously said this all the time ever since. He keeps on saying it, keeps on saying it. And it's not like he's really going to go in there and kill someone, not at all. It's just bad taste with the fact that we've had so many accidents and fatalities in the ring and that as well. Or after fights. Adonis Stevenson, of course, was put into a coma. Goodnick after George Groves. The list goes on and on and on, okay? And it's just bad taste, that's all it is. So the WBC do absolutely nothing about it. Nothing about it. In fact, they're probably the only sanctioning body that wouldn't do anything about it. And in my opinion, they don't do anything about it because they are afraid of some kind of backlash from Al Haymon. That's my honest opinion on it. Now, Dillian Whyte, of course, he's been the number one for 560 days now, okay, which is a hell of a long time to be number one in WBC and WBC Silver Champion. They keep protecting Wilder from him and won't allow Dillian Whyte to get in the ring with Wilder unless Wilder voluntarily does it, which is never going to happen because Wilder already said that, I'm going to freeze you out for 2 years and I don't have to do anything, blah, blah. Basically, he's saying this with full confidence, knowing he's got the backing of the WBC. Conflict of interest somewhere along the lines, as I've pointed out to you guys before, you've got the likes of Brett Yormark, who works on the Supreme Council for the WBC, is also working for Al Haymon and runs the Barclays Centre. Conflict of interest, right? So anyway, Dillian Whyte has bitten at the WBC over Deontay Wilder's repeated comments, and this is what Dillian Whyte had to say. What a great example of a WBC heavyweight champion openly saying he wants to kill the guy he's fighting. Well done, Breazeale Sulaiman, for protecting him from me for over 560 days. At Deontay Wilder, hashtag bum squad, hashtag coward. Dillian Whyte statement. So, listen, he's not the only one. Okay, listen, he's got every right to be bitter about Deontay Wilder and the WBC because their handling of Dillian Whyte is absolutely disgusting. In fact, he's the only one who has been paying sanctioning fees outside of Wilder, of course, but other people are getting title shots when they're not paying sanction fees. Donald Breazeale's never paid a single sanction fee. Luis Ortiz never did that either, nor did Tyson Fury, and nor will Luis Ortiz when he gets the rematch next, nor is Adam Kalnacki, but Dillian Whyte keeps on doing that. He keeps on defending that WBC title. Makes you wonder what's the point in having it, right? In my mind, the point of having it would mean that you are going to get a world title shot, right? But it doesn't seem that way because, as I said before, WBC seem to be protecting Wilder from Dillian Whyte because Dillian Whyte, in my opinion, is not a PBC fighter, nor is he American-based. You could argue with Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury was supposed to be the name on Wilder's record because at that stage of Tyson Fury's comeback, he was never, ever supposed to go over to America and do what he'd done. Okay? So that backfired on all of them. But Dillian Whyte has every right to be aggravated because WBC will do nothing about it. They'll just turn a blind eye. In fact, they may just pull out a statement and say, well, you know what, we've spoken to him, he's sorry. This is the kind of thing that they'll do, okay? Even though he hasn't apologised. When they put out that statement before, he never publicly come out and said it. He started blaming his alter ego. Hiding behind an alter ego. Unbelievable. Now, it's not just Dillian Whyte. You've got the likes of Frank Bruno saying it. You've got loads of people saying it, how it's just disrespectful because he's not acting like a role model. And this is the problem. You've got so many young American, potentially future world stars, world champions over there, who could be future world heavyweight champions. But they're not going to put on a pair of boxing gloves because they don't have anybody to be aspiring to be for. Because obviously, some of the greats, it was way before their time. These guys wouldn't have seen the likes of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, and certainly not Muhammad Ali, etc., unless they are really into boxing anyway. So Wilder's supposed to be leading by example, and he just doesn't. And this is the problem, and I think this is why America doesn't warm to him. Listen, Americans are very, very smart people as a whole, and they will look at this guy and go, why would we support you when you don't give us anything back? All you do is cherry pick, you talk absolute garbage, you want to kill someone. That is not a good thing. And of course, he does have a fan base who will back him up. Yeah, see, this is a real man. That's not a real man. Nobody wants to get a body on their record. If you do, then you should be in prison, right? But Wilder's acting all gangster because in real life, he's not about that life at all. He's not even close to it, all right? He probably got bullied as a kid, all right? But anyway, so Dillian Whyte's not too happy about it. Frank Bruno's not too happy about it. And this is just comments from today. Plenty of people are not happy about it. What the WBC going to do about it? Absolutely nothing, as the song would go. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.